Hello queer friend. It's so nice to see you again. Whether we're already friends on TikTok or it's our first or second time hanging out, I'm thrilled to have you part of this community. I go by Rose, and we're building a community of queer misfits, people who are craving connection and have a hard time doing that. I'm thrilled to have you part of this journey. Feel free to share in the comments what resonates with you. I also challenge you to connect with other friends below. Today, we're gonna get deep and we're gonna be vulnerable with each other. We live in a time where queer voices are being said, and as your cis femme lesbian sister, I just won't have it. I've asked a few of my friends on TikTok and here on YouTube to share with me your queer story to help us resonate and connect with each other. I'd love for your voice to be heard, so feel free to email me your queer story and I'd love to share it anonymously, consensually, of course. Let's get started with one of our friends' stories. I'm gonna read it off of my phone. My queer story begins probably further back than I can actually remember. I don't have a lot of distinct memories from when I was a child, but there are about 7 or 8 that very distinctly stand out. All of them have one very specific thing in common. There are times when I was exposed to the beautiful world of femininity. I was raised by my mother and 2 older sisters. Even though I was very much taught the differences between male and female genders for the majority of my childhood, I very much did not feel like I belonged. My mom went out of her way to give me countless male role models. I had tons of male friends who were my age, but none of it ever fully felt like my place that I was supposed to be in. One non-femme memory stands out. That was very distinct and was a time when I had gone to school for a show and tell day. I brought a lot of my favorite action figures to show all of my friends that we could play with them. They were distinct plastic army men with articulating legs and arms and torsos and heads, and I thought they were the coolest thing in the world. My friends and I during recess brought them to the gymnasium to play. We had fun for a while, but then I got called away to have a talk with one of my teachers about how I would get home that day. When I came back, I found all of my friends were throwing my action figures up in the air as high as they could, letting them fall to the gymnasium floor, breaking into pieces. I still remember exactly what they looked like as I went to gather them up, how I felt and how I felt like I'd been punched in the gut as the other boys laughed, running on. I recall there didn't feel like it was a sense of malice or meanness or cruelty behind it. They just genuinely thought it was fun and funny, and I couldn't wrap my head around it. That, I think, was one of the earliest indicators to me that I didn't think like a lot of the other boys. The other memories I still have from childhood I look back on more fondly, like the time I saw my sister putting on stage makeup for a production of Alice in Wonderland, where she was the cat, and seeing all the beautiful colors and textures she managed to put on her face to look completely different, and how cool it was. Or the time that my sister offered to put pretty bows in my hair, and how cute it felt. Or the ultimate crescendo, the time my sister put me in a dress and I looked in the mirror and realized how much I looked like a girl, and that how much I loved it. But more than that, how it scared me, because boys aren't supposed to wear girl clothes, right? All of that is a very long-winded way of saying that even from the earliest age, I was able to figure out that there was something different about me. Since then, I've been through a long series of complicated journeys and setbacks, trying to explain, justify, and rationalize or prove who I am while simultaneously running from the same feeling at so many points in my life. But now, my life is looking up. I have a girlfriend who knows everything about me and is completely supportive of me transitioning. I've come out to both of my sisters who intend to fully support me. I'm slowly taking steps to transition publicly at the cost of a lot of friends and former circles of my life once inhabited. The world doesn't make sense, and I don't know fully what to do with it, but at the end of the day, I know I'm happy trying to be. Well, my friend, thank you so much for digging deep and sharing your story. I know so many people out there like myself can resonate with that. While I am a cis femme lesbian, trans women have helped me tremendously find who I am. I appreciate you being vulnerable and an absolute baddie and trailblazer in our community. I'm curious, does that story resonate with anyone else? What's helped you? What were some of the first indicators that you might be queer or trans? Your story is so beautiful. Thanks so much for hanging out, my friend. Before we wrap up our hangout, I just want to remind you that you are incredibly resilient and you are worthy and you matter. I look forward to hanging out again, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Bye. I'll see you next time.